what is up you guys? This is Steffi, aka In My Humble Opinion, and welcome back to another Fan Reaction Friday video. In today's video, I'm watching Season 4, Episode 6 of The Crown. The episode is entitled Terra Nullius. We're crossing the halfway point now. Man, I can't believe this is going by so fast! Ah! But let's get into this episode. ABC Studios.
Win the election next
Canberra,
week.
Australia.
One of your first public acts as Prime Minister will be to welcome Prince Charles and the Princess of Wales and young Prince William.
Oh my gosh, he's born already! Oh yeah, I think I remember when I watched that documentary, they said so many people showed up when they went to Australia.
The head of state that looks like us, sounds like us, thinks like us.
As opposed to?
Well, one of them, a POM.
Wow, but I didn't know that the context of which they came, how the Australian people felt.
Yes, there is. Hazel.
Oh, Hazel. Strange, I think, to name a child after a tree.
That was shady.
Do you think they'll be all right? I know one shouldn't listen to gossip, but I had lunch with Princess Margaret the other day.
See, Princess Margaret always has the fucking tea.
About the Princess of Wales.
Oh, about her bulimia.
Wretched in the marriage.
Oh, poor Di.
People do the strangest things when they're unhappy.
Margaret's like, been there. I've done plenty of strange things and I was unhappy. But I will say, when I watched that documentary, I don't know if maybe they'll show it here in The Crown or maybe it was when she was pregnant with Harry. But I thought, at least according to that documentary, there was an incident where Diana threw herself down the staircase while she was pregnant. Again, I don't know if that already passed and The Crown just didn't show it, or maybe it was when she was pregnant with Harry, but I'm pretty sure that was a thing that happened. But yeah, she's very unhappy.
When we went to Australia in 1954, we left them at home for 5 months.
And you suppose that might have had consequences?
On what?
On the children. Should ask Anne. She's there.
This tour is too important.
That's the amazing thing though about Diana, is like she always seemed to like win the people over, whether or not she actually enjoyed being there and being in the position that she was. She more or less seemed to be an asset to the royal family.
I'm afraid I've already told Mrs.
Oh my god,
Thunberg.
Camilla. She has such an easily identifiable like mop of hair.
And buys an even bigger gun. A bazooka. Yes. He goes back into the woods.
He sees the bear.
They're just like a little tag team here.
You're not really in this for the hunting, are you?
How does Camilla's husband feel when he sees this? Like,
But we also toured Australia and New Zealand in 1954. It wasn't only a success politically.
It brought us very close.
I think they showed that in The Crown too. Oh my gosh, I can't believe like William is now here.
I always made it perfectly clear. No baby, no me.
Accepted that, and as I understand it,
When the tour is at its most arduous.
Where will William be then?
Woolmargama.
Where?
It's a sheep station in New South Wales.
Whose idea was this?
Oh my gosh, I love how she's like, I'm a mom and I'm a modern woman and the baby will be with me. That's actually like pretty cool though. Like she's this young and she's able to assert herself in this way.
The greatest act of service that I can give to the crown as princess is not to be some meek little wife following the great prince around like some smiling doll, but to be a living, breathing, present mother, bringing up this child in the hopes that the boy that will one day become king still has a vestige of humanity in him.
Wow, I love fierce Diana. We stand! Wow, that's like amazing that the last time we saw her, things were looking so great and she was like, meh, but now she's like, ah. Also really like this outfit that they have her in. Damn, you know what? I hope William and Harry know how much their mom freaking loved them. God, I have a soft spot in my heart for moms.
About a month's worth of rain in a week. Of course, in Britain, we call that summer.
That wasn't very funny.
We're going to visit Az Dock. Az Rock.
Oh my gosh. Every time she makes a mistake, I'm like, ah!
cost of the trip at a time when Australia is experiencing extreme weather. You know, and the money could be spent on the victims.
I'm afraid that's not really my department.
She's good with glamorous balls.
Apparently, there are protests planned for their visit to Canberra. A growing backlash about the expense of the trip.
The stakes are high, they can't mess up. I feel like every season or so, The Crown has a episode like this, where it's like the royal family, they have to perform well, and if they don't, then there's gonna be political ramifications. Oh, is this when the Queen was there before? Are you gonna get a flashback to Claire? I do remember, like, a long time ago, Claire Foy was seen on set shooting for The Crown. I wonder if this is it, if we're gonna get it right now.
Sydney, over 1 million people turned out.
To see their beautiful new queen.
Now she's old and dumpy. They want to get rid of her.
Not old.
Oh.
Your Royal Highness, who's going up to the top today?
The fact that she has to do this in that outfit too, like...
Charles.
Oh god, is she gonna faint?
It's pathetic. She's pathetic.
Oh! Let me guess. Who's he talking to?
Letting the side down wherever she goes. How would I get
Damn, she really was the fucking side piece like this entire time.
And I told him
He has a
that if
name.
people expect me to continue with this tour for another minute, then I need to see my son first.
Yeah, Diana. Yeah, Diana. Let's go, girl. Come on. I love fierce moms. Like moms that are like, no. Oh my god, she loves her kids so much. That's so interesting that they have the reporters saying that, because I remember that in the documentary too.
There you are. Close your eyes.
It's interesting. I feel like she gets a lot of strength from her children, from like being a mom. Like she gets really fierce when it comes to having to stick up for her kids or having to be there for them. Like she's very like adamant and fierce about that.
Will you eat? They made somewhat unimaginatively for a sheep station, shepherd's pie.
Shepherd's pie. That was a nod to my Killing Eve fam who may be watching this.
But I am trying my hardest to please you. To live up to your standards. To be constantly overlooked, ignored,
Don't have the
unappreciated.
faintest idea. I know what being overlooked feels like better than anyone. I've spent my whole life being unthanked, unappreciated, uncared for.
Josh O'Connor and Emma Corrin are so good together. It's...
You think I don't crave the occasional well done or aren't you clever or even just a thank you?
Who's more needy, Prince Charles or Princess Diana?
I'm worried if I do, I might spit.
Camilla, what's she got to do with it?
She has everything to do with it.
And on our actual honeymoon, you wore the cufflinks that she gave you.
Oh right, the CC.
The initials, the two C's, interwoven and obscenely entwined like lovers.
I kind of wish we saw that moment on The Crown.
Hey, you refuse to come to Highgrove where I'm happiest.
Yes, because she is there. Oh, and not just her, but the gardens and the polo and the hunts.
Oh god, the silhouettes, they look just... Oh.
So where do I fit in?
You fit in because you're my wife.
Doesn't seem that way.
Because
I love you. I feel like she really had to, like, get that out of him.
I still think you're gorgeous. The cleverest, handsomest man in every room.
do you really? Pathetic.
Wow, the ups and downs of this conversation.
You know, I think this might be the most important conversation we've ever had.
Yes.
And the solution is so simple. Anytime either of us feels like we're not getting what we need,
communicate.
Because if you learn anything from today,
We
it's...
both need the same as each other. To be appreciated.
to be loved.
Yes.
See, I feel like Diana always has to be the one to be like, loved? Or maybe, I don't know, maybe that's a Prince Charles thing. He's not the most affectionate person, but I don't know. Wow, there's just something about the Australian air that just like really brings people together, apparently. The fashion in this episode too, the Diana iconic like dress silhouettes.
Even overseas reporters who...
Oh, this is a nice moment that they're having.
Hey, wait.
The people love her. See, I'm telling you, she's a freaking asset to this family. Gosh, everybody really loved her. Oh, this is cute. They should have just stayed in Australia, like, away from Camilla. There's just something about the Australian air in this family that it just brings people together.
Let's really give you a show, shall we?
Oh, that's cute! I love this. This is so cute! Oh. Wow, they seem to like genuinely really like each other right now. Oh lord, are they gonna... Oh! Oh my god, are they gonna show them, like... Okay, I was like a little scared. We don't need to see that.
A phone call from Mrs. Parker Bowles.
Oh! No.
You're not what we expect from royalty.
Well, that's because I don't think of myself as royalty. You know, first and foremost, I'm a wife and a mother.
See, she's so good at this. Ah!
Well, let's put it like this. His favourite cuddly toy used to be a whale. Since coming here, it's been firmly supplanted by a koala.
Oh, that's cute. What a great answer.
Along the way, the princess was...
Meanwhile, he's like, fuck! But now, like, is Prince Charles gonna get jealous that she's getting more attention? Because they both said they need attention. What happens when she supplants him? Wow. Incredible. Love this for her. Oh, such a girl's girl.
What do you think of Brisbane?
Oh my god, I'm like kind of getting emotional. This is so sad. She's so nice. Oh my god, am I like really tearing up right now? Bitch, what's happening to me? Oh, it's so sad. Triumphant music playing, yes! Oh my god, this is so dramatic. Oh wow, oh wow, oh wow. Oh yikes, yikes, is he gonna get jealous? Is he gonna get jealous? Is this the moment?
This tour of Australia and New Zealand was supposed to be his grand debut, his moment in the sun.
See, literally what I was saying just a moment ago.
Where's Princess Di?
Be working, I'm afraid. You just have to put up with me.
We only let you take a seat, Lady Di.
Damn, that sucks.
Just remember, no touching, no looking.
Who, me or them?
Wow, she's so like charismatic and so good at this job.
Position at the back. Everybody ready? Get set. Go.
Oh no. Oh no, this is so sad. Oh man.
And whilst it's been a great personal victory for Prince Charles, no one can deny it's the Princess of Wales who's truly captured the heart of a nation.
Oof, man.
Yeah, she loves him. He must have something, mustn't he? And what do you think of the princess?
Yikes. See, sometimes, well not sometimes, but like when a woman begins to outshine the man.
Sorry, this way, please.
Wow, what a vision. Even the fictional Diana, what a vision. Oh man, oh yikes, the resentment.
It's a great pleasure to be able to come to Tasmania to receive such an enthusiastic
I remember this. I love that they're showing us like this recreation of such a moment.
How lucky you are to be engaged to such a lovely lady. And my goodness I am.
Doesn't she give like a look? There it is. Oop, stealing focus.
That's the thing about ladies. You never quite know what they get up to when your back's turned.
Did that joke land? It's kind of a dig.
Thanks to you.
Thanks to me, people have shown up. Thanks to me, people are interested.
No, thanks to you, people are laughing in my face.
Damn, insecure.
Open the door.
Oh,
Charles.
the drama. We freaking love. I mean, like, this sucks for them, but it's like great for us to watch. Damn. Oh, the ups and downs of this episode.
Welcome, Your Royal Highness.
That's so sad. She's like, well, I better not shine too much.
Let's face it, she's made us both look like chumps.
I don't understand.
Are they gonna bond right now over Diana outshining them?
No offence, but if it had just been you, you know, I might have got my wishes.
No offense, but if it was just you, nobody likes you.
The perfect wife, the perfect princess, and the whole place goes nuts.
She was such an asset to them.
That superstar may have just set back the cause of republicanism in Australia for the foreseeable future.
So they should say thank you, Diana, honestly. That sucks. Like, she can't even relish in the fact that people love her, because if she does, he's gonna get insecure, and then it's going to affect their relationship. Okay, I'm not crazy, right? Like, they've given Diana essentially her own score, sort of, right? Because I feel like we didn't hear this, like, ooh, 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 in, like, previous seasons. Wow, look at this bitch on the cover of almost every single magazine and newspaper.
Welcome back.
Thank you, Mama. You said I should always call you that.
Of course.
She was like repulsed by that.
He resents me, resents the attention I get.
Mm-hmm. And is it also possible that there is a part of you that is enjoying your own success rather too much?
Oh.
I think we do all know when we've played to the gallery excessively.
Oh.
All right. Yes.
She always sounds so sad when she speaks.
I've been given no help, no support, just thrown in the deep end, and I think that people out there can sense that I've suffered. And instead of resenting me for it...
I assure you no one resents you.
Charles resents me. Anne resents me, and is it possible that you resent me too?
See, I feel like the problem is she's obviously an asset to the royal family and their public image, but at the same time it's like they want her to shine, but don't shine too much, don't overshine us. And I think, you know, Diana does have a point. I don't know, I wasn't alive back then, but it seems like people really resonated with her. Perhaps they specifically sympathized for Diana and not necessarily the entire royal family establishment, the unit, but...
All I want is to play for the team.
You're the Princess of Wales, so of course you're part of the team.
And show me. This whole thing, it starts and stops with you. You're the captain of the team.
She has a point. Starts from the top.
I think we've gone as far as we can for now. We can continue another time.
Oh, don't dismiss me, please. Don't push me away.
What?
Mama.
Oh my god, this is so sad. Yikes. God, she's like not hugging her back. She's like, I don't know what to do with this. You know, the thing is, Diana was too real. She's too human for them.
But is it possible that she has a point? Perhaps someone like Diana is best placed to
hug everyone else too.
To connect with the modern world. And isn't that how the crown survives?
I think it's really smart, though, the way they write Queen Elizabeth in the show, at least for the sake of the show, because since Queen Elizabeth, she functions as like the center of this show, even though we do get moments where we get to see different members in the family like have shine and have their own moments or have their own centric episodes. At the heart of the show, it begins with her. So even in these moments where it's like really, really easy to be like, ugh, Queen Elizabeth, at the same time, the way the Crown writes writes that character specifically, it's like she can have those moments where you're like, oh, like I don't agree with how you're treating Diana in this case, but then she also like becomes the voice of reason. Like she's neutral. I don't necessarily know if that's like how she is in real life, but it's smart that they write her like that. In my opinion, I feel like this show, it can't work if you just hate her, especially like during these years where it's going to be like easy to really not be pro royal family in regards to how they treated Diana. Oh, poor Diana. Yeah, you're just too good to be true. Oh, that goes both ways. Interesting. That's like the way she sees Charles, and that's also kind of like the way Charles sees her. You're just too good to be true. Alright, and some post-show thoughts. Damn. Wow. Oh, Diana. Like, you really can't help but feel bad watching Princess Diana, I feel like throughout what we've seen so far, but especially in episode 6, because she's such an asset to the royal family. They should be so lucky to have someone like her on their team, but she has a really difficult job in towing the line. I genuinely feel like, especially after watching this episode, it seems like they were jealous of her, like all of them. Like Prince Charles was jealous, clearly. Anne was jealous, and it sucks too, especially because, you know, she's a girl and they're gonna be compared to each other. Queen Elizabeth obviously seemed a bit jealous as well. The fact that the crowds were so much bigger for Diana than they were for when her and Philip went to Australia. And then I would even say too, like Margaret was probably a bit jealous because she's used to being the one that knows how to work the crowd, and suddenly this young, fresh new face comes into the picture and she can work the crowd as well, arguably better than her. It's so funny because I remember my mom growing up, because I feel like a lot of moms now, because they were young women during this time, are fans or they like Princess Diana, and I remember my mom all the time used to say, oh, they were just so jealous of her. And I never really understood why she would say that, but damn, now after watching this episode, I'm like, you know what, Mom? You have a point there. Like, they probably really were jealous of her, and it's just so sad because she's alone. The way the episode ends with her just like sitting by herself at the windowsill, it's like, it highlights how alone she was in that family. I genuinely do feel like Diana loved Charles, or she really liked Charles. And we know, having seen the previous seasons, especially last season, we know how much Charles wants that affection and attention as well. So when he was talking about those feelings, like that rang true, and it made sense for us who watched the previous seasons especially. And it's just, God, it's just like so heartbreaking to see. I'm so sorry if this sounds very repetitive and if I'm very like pro Diana for, I don't know, those of you who may be like, she wasn't that great. Perhaps, yeah, maybe they're gonna show more of her flaws throughout the rest of not just this season, but in the next season. But you really can't help but feel bad for her. And I think, again, a lot of it is because we, watching this in 2020, we know how it's gonna end, so we're just like, oh, girl. And another thing I want to say too that I loved about this episode is just like how fierce of a mom she was. I feel like in the previous episodes, because she was still relatively new to the scene still and was trying to acclimate herself into this world, she was very like meek and timid. But in this episode, it's really cool that we're finally getting to see her speak up for, I wouldn't even necessarily say, well, yeah, for herself, but also largely for her role as a mother and wanting to be there with William. I think being a mom gave Diana a lot of strength. At least that's what I'm taking away from this. So yeah, I just think it's really cool that we got to see that side of her. And I feel like she, in a way, is coming into her own. It was great to see Diana get up in that guy's face and be like, no, I will go wherever he is. I was like, yeah, bitch, you stand up for yourself. Alright, and my question for you guys is, Queen Elizabeth had a really interesting line in this episode when she says, we all know when we've been playing to the gallery like a little too much. So I want to know, do you think Diana was doing that? Do you think she was like purposely playing to the crowd and really playing up the fact that she's this charismatic person? And do you think like she enjoyed kind of having more of the attention than Charles did? Or do you think that Diana wasn't really aware that she had such an effect on people and that she was that charismatic and she was innocent in that situation? Let me know in the comment section below, because I don't know. I really don't know. I feel like Diana knew that she had that ability, but I don't think she had anticipated that it would be taken the wrong way by Charles and by the royal family. Because like she said at the end of this episode, she's on their team. And I think when she would do things like that, I feel like that was just her genuine natural personality. So there's that. But two, I think she felt like when she would show more of her personality, she would get a good response. And because she would get a good response, that in turn helped the team. But she didn't realize that when she was doing that, the people within her own team were resenting her over the fact that she was the quote-unquote most valuable player. So yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts on that. Do you think Diana did that on purpose and she enjoyed it? Or do you think like she was completely innocent in this situation? Let me know in the comment section below. Alright, and that's about it for this video. If you liked it, please give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and please turn on the notification button down below so you know when a new video from me comes out. And comment down below your thoughts on this particular episode. As always, I'm going to be plugging my podcast that I host. It's a podcast called Diva Dailies, where we deconstruct divas on film and TV. Again, if you guys love learning about these amazing women, whether it's like Queen Elizabeth or Princess Diana, because obviously you're watching The Crown, perhaps you also like learning about other women as well, like the divas. We haven't done an episode yet about The Crown or Queen Elizabeth or Princess Diana. I'm hoping to eventually in a future season of Diva Dailies. But until then, I would love if you guys would take the time to check out my podcast. It's something that I'm really, really proud of. I just started that podcast actually this year. So yeah, please check it out if you have the chance, or Diva Dailies wherever you listen to podcasts. And alright, that's pretty much it. As always, everything I said was just my own personal thoughts and all my humble opinion. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!